Hi, good day. Today I will show you the beauty of Jeju Island here in South Korea. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Magandang buhay, tourists! I am your tour guide in this virtual tour. And on behalf of this virtual travel and tours, I am Christine Joy Imahumot, or simply call me Miss Teen. But before we proceed, let's make a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. Thank you and have a safe trip. Welcome to Jeju Island. But before we proceed, let me show you the beauty of Jeju Island.
Alright, that's it. Jeju Island. Jeju Island is the largest island in South Korea. Its scenery is formed by volcanic landscape, and this is also known as the Island of the Gods since it is a popular vacation spot among Koreans and many Japanese. Its southern coast was famed for its women pearl divers. There are stable supply of tourism facilities like hotels, casino, and water sports activities. This island can be reached by ferry from Busan. The island contains the Natural World Heritage Site, Jeju Volcanic Island, and lava tubes. A central feature of Jeju is Halasan, the tallest mountain in South Korea and a dormant volcano, which rises 1,950 meters above sea level, and 360 satellite volcanoes are around the main volcano. Now, let's proceed to awesome attractions in Jeju Island you shouldn't miss.
Many Asian countries have a must-visit offshore island, like in Singapore has Sentosa, Thailand has Phuket, and Indonesia has Bali. For South Korea, the top island destination is undoubtedly the picturesque Jeju Island. From breathtaking mountains to quirky museums, here are some of the island's attractions that we must visit.
So, this is our first destination, the Mount Halasan.
Up for a hike? Then climb Korea's highest mountain, Mount Halasan, located in the center of Jeju Island. Mount Halasan is a dormant volcano that's been declared a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site. Despite its high altitude, it's quite easy to climb, and most people can make it to the peak and back down within a day. From the peak, hikers are rewarded with a huge, beautiful crater lake as well as breathtaking views of Jeju. However, if you're not up for a hike to the peak, fret not. Mount Halasan also has 7 scenic trails, each less than 10 kilometers. There are also nearly 6,000 species of plants and animals in the area, so nature lovers can knock themselves out. Do make sure you check the weather conditions before going and dress warmly as the winds can be quite strong.
Next destination is the Songsan Ilchulbong.
Here's one more UNESCO World Heritage Site that calls Jeju Island its home. Also known as Sunrise Peak to non-Korean speakers, and Songsan Ilchulbong is famed for its picturesque sunrise views one can marvel at. At first glance, this Jeju Island attraction looks like a giant fortress with an abundance of rocks at the top. But don't be fooled. This mountain is actually an extinct volcano with a huge crater at its peak, not unlike Mount Halasan. More than 100,000 years ago, the crater rose from the sea in a series of volcanic eruptions. Today, you'll find a ridge connecting all areas of Songsan Ilchulbong, making it perfect for walking and horse riding to nearby Songsan village. In the springtime, the mountain's peak is covered in a field of yellow rapeseed flowers, and making your climb up the mountain will worth the effort.
Let's proceed to our third destination, which is the Jumun Sekdal Beach.
Mention Jeju Beach and Jumunsekdal Beach would come to most Koreans' minds. The huge waves in this Jeju Island attraction make it a favorite spot for surfing enthusiasts. Also, surfers gather here annually to participate in the Jeju International Surf Competition. 560-meter long, the shore's special feature is that different shades of black, red, gray grains are found mixed with a predominantly white sands, making for psychedelic sandcastles and a unique complement to the island's black-hewn stones.
And next destination is the Jusangjali Cliff.
Lining the Gate coast are imposing stone pillars so incredibly hexagonal. You'd be baffled to know that these are works of nature, and a designated cultural monument of Jeju Island, Jusangjali Cliff, was formed when Mount Halasan erupted into the Sea of Jungmun. A popular spot for sea angling, it's best to go during high tide. This Jeju Island attraction looks most majestic when white furry waves are crashing against the dark stones.
Let's proceed to our fifth destination, which is the Jeju Folk Village.
Ever wondered how Koreans lived in the 19th century? Then travel back in time to the 1890s by visiting the Jeju Island attraction known as the Jeju Folk Village. More than 100 traditional houses and 8,000 folk artifacts are housed in this cultural village. Look forward to a total of 4 villages sprawling the museum's grounds: Mountain Village, Hill Country Village, Fishing Village, and last but not the least, the Shamanism Village. Furthermore, several other exhibition halls showcase the artifacts used in farming and fishing, as well as folk performances. For instance, you can get your fortune told at a fortune teller's house, or grab a couple of sage remarks from the Sodang. Sodang is traditional village school. If you don't fancy superstition, however, you can simply admire the intricacy of traditional wood carvings. And that's not all. Tourists who enjoy hands-on activity are able to enjoy different activities throughout the year. These include learning to make patjuk. Patjuk is the red bean porridge. During the Dongji, Dongji is winter solstice, or Dubu, or Tofu for the winter. Yummy!
And last but not the least, the Sogwipo Submarine.
Fancy a trip to the sea to see all that it has to offer and without getting wet at all? Well, you're in luck. The Sogwipo submarine will descend to depths of 40 meters where you can marvel at Jeju's marine life. You can even get up close and personal with the shipwreck. There are many beautiful attractions in Jeju Island, but some people claim that better sights await under the ocean waters. The seabed itself is a mystery waiting to be discovered. Located near the Sogwipo Port Submarine offers the best underwater experiences in Jeju. The tour begins with a boat ride from the port to the submarine docking spot. For the more fearless travelers, there is an open seating section available for better views of the port. Boats passing by and other seaport activities, the submarine's porthole allows for an endless view of the underwater scenery, guaranteed to fascinate everyone on board. Sogwipo submarine travels through Monsom, an island with lush seaweed, fantastic schools of fish, and splendid coral reefs. With Monsom's superb landscape, it is considered as one of the best places for diving. The submarine goes around the island. Guests can enjoy the splendid view of fabulous rock formations and other beautiful sights on the way back.
So, here are some of the questions asked when traveling Jeju Island, South Korea. What language is spoken in Jeju Island? Koreanic language is traditionally spoken on Jeju Island, South Korea. How do you get to Jeju Island? The quickest way to get to Jeju is via airplane to Jeju International Airport, set on the northern part of the island. A flight from Seoul usually takes you over an hour, and while from the southern coastal city of Busan, it's less than an hour. Is Jeju Island open for tourists? Jeju Island is currently open to foreign visitors with a KETA or visa. Although there are some additional regulations due to COVID-19, for example, all unvaccinated travelers must quarantine for 2 weeks after arrival. Is Jeju Island safe? Like most of South Korea, Jeju-do is a safe place to visit. Locals are friendly and helpful. Theft, vandalism, and violence are virtually non-existent. What fruit is Jeju famous for? In Jeju Island, the most famous fruits are chunyayang and hanrabong. The specialties from Jeju are well known among foreign tourists, and its freshness and softness is amazingly fascinating. It contains a plentiful vitamin and nutrition. It looks similar with orange and mandarin, but more soft and sweet. Is Jeju a good place to live? Jeju is indeed a beautiful and better place to live, such that it is often marketed as the Hawaii of Korea by many mainland tourism agencies. Jeju is special in its own way and its own right. And there are many expectations one can form from internet research that might not match up with real life on the island. So, for the recap, Jeju has a spectacular volcanic cone that looks like a grass-covered butte, the longest lava tunnel in the world, and an immense extinct volcano, Mount Hala, at the very center of the island. Jeju is 3 times the size of Thailand's Phuket but attracts one-sixth the number of foreign tourists and is a very beautiful island in South Korea, and is often considered the country's most beautiful natural attraction. So I think that would be all. Thank you so much for joining me in this virtual tour, and I hope to see you again soon.